I guess the one thing I've learned from this is make sure you've got all your materials at hand, because this is up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So we're here at the 2018 Santa Ride. Check out these guys. Happy Christmas, everyone. There's around about 500 Santas here. We raise money for the Bushfire Brigade, and yeah, it's a bit of a wet night, but everyone's out. G'day guys, welcome back to Life on the Mole. Last episode I demolded and moved the cabin modules, the port and starboard cabin modules that fit in this area here that you're looking at here. So it then came time to get the next bulkheads in place, the midsection bulkheads, or what I call the midships bulkheads. And they were a little bit of a challenge because one chute wasn't quite wide enough to span the complete hull. So I then needed to determine a vertical off the first bulkhead, which wasn't vertical, and then continue on from there. So by doing that, it did take a bit of effort using that chain jig and some lasers and spirit level, which unfortunately I didn't film a lot of, but I have got some here. So we'll go from there, and that's where I'm at now. So let's get into it. So once determined, that vertical line that you see in front of you there is actually the vertical face that then needs to mate with the next part of the bulkhead that then cranks across the hull. But it is actually a shape that is quite difficult to determine. So I used the original profile and then added it to the chain jig and was able to lift it off and enable my my next piece. The one thing I did allow for, however, is an 8-to-1 scarf, as it is a 12mm marine grade plywood sheathed in glass for compression as a mast bulkhead. So by using that original profile that I determined off the first bulkhead, I was able to then form the chain jig onto that slither of material that I had left over and work out the vertical shape. And I also used it on the forward, on the starboard head bulkhead as well. You can see how that comes in at 45 degrees and intersects with that parallel one. So that really worked well, and basically I was able to use that in all the areas where it was a little bit difficult. And you can see me lifting it off right here. I can show you that I worked out that jig in about 15 minutes rather than 15 hours. And to think I actually considered templating these and taking them up to my factory, and I really don't think that would have been possible. I'm looking at my access here. I cut it, stick it straight in. I guess the one thing I've learned from this is make sure you've got all your materials at hand, because the up and down, 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 hundreds of times a day to get these exactly right. And if I was walking down the stairs and down to my factory, honestly, you'd be rooted. And I've just realised that the top of that bulkhead actually intersects or sits in the lip of the top of that staircase or the companionway. The problem with that is that Yeah, this is my lot at the moment. It's a lot of figuring and not a lot of work. It gets a little bit taxing thinking about this sort of stuff. I thought I'd done an exact perfect shape, and I'm not convinced that that's how I want it to be, because I want the bulkhead to physically run down and join with the boat and not that staircase. I just see that would be a weak point, so it looks like I might be modifying the staircase a little bit. I'm better off having the bulkhead tabbed to the boat than having it tabbed to some floating staircase. You know, that's just not going to be friggin', that's just not on, is it really? So for now, I'm just going to clamp it all together, and at least I know it's in the right place. It's dead exactly where it needs to be, but I'm not convinced about the way that I'm going to mount that. Definitely needs to intersect with the chamfer panel, not the staircase. Starting to look like a big Lego puzzle or a maze here, but I've got the second of my bulkheads. This is our main mast bulkhead that runs all the way across, and the mast in fact sits right here. This one is a marine ply, BS1088 marine ply, and it intersects along here, and then this would be the bulkhead wall that then cranks into this one. As you can see, I'm starting to see some real structure in here now. I've got our mast bulkhead started over here. I've just started the templating, and that's that jig down there. So I seriously thought about not making you watch me do the port mast bulkhead, but then I thought better of it. I thought, why not? Why not indeed? You know, may as well give you something to watch, and I know it's been pretty tedious watching me cut out all these templates, but you know, it's one of the most essential components of this boat is getting these exactly right, and it's been a very pleasing process. So thanks for enduring it, guys, and enjoy the little time lapse. I have actually sped most of it up to try and lessen your anguish, but yeah, this is it. This is the final part before I start putting the modules in, and they'll be coming up soon, so hang on, and make sure you hold on till the end of the video as well, because I've got a bit of a fun event that we attend every year that in fact I've been involved in it for over 13 years, and it's a charity night where we raise money for our local bushfire brigade, and it's an absolute cracker. So if you like this video, please subscribe and like it as well, and share it out to your friends, because I'm getting into a very, very good part of this build, and I'm going to start showing some quite marked progress as I go through. So thanks for coming, guys, and thanks for enjoying it, and enjoy the rest of the vid. Catch you later, and have an awesome Christmas. The struggle. It's the infinite mold struggle. get out there, Ross? Fuck yeah, come on, Steve. Pull that fucking hole. That's it. Just chip it in the strap. That's an absolute spot on fit. Exactly where I needed it. Oh mate, I'm so happy. That is exactly where I needed it. The port module in over there, and I've just put the starboard module in. So this is one very happy lad. Very happy. We're starting to get a real picture now. Bulkhead, bedroom, bathroom module. There's another big module to go along this wall here, and that's it. It is very cool. So I'm down in the belly in the starboard cabin. So this is our double bed base, staircase, door, and our determined floor level is there. It has to be. It can't be anywhere else. So that then gets glassed down to the floor and strengthens the whole thing up. So mate, she's absolutely brilliant. And in the porthole here, just put this one in. Got a little bit of a gel coat chip here when I lifted the bloody thing in, but it's covered by a fiddle, but I am going to repair that. That's pretty annoying. There's a little bubble in it, so probably not enough attention to detail being paid here by this fella. Not something I'm very proud of, but you know, stuff happens, and very easy to fix anyway. So once again, we've determined the floor level down here is at the bottom of this mould, has to be. This is going to sit up a little bit, in fact. I think it's got to sit back a bit. But yeah, looking pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So we're here at the 2018 Santa Ride. Check out these guys. Happy Christmas, everyone. There's around about 500 Santas here. We raise money for the Bushfire Brigade. And yeah, it's a bit of a wet night, but everyone's out. The spirit's here. Check her out. How good's that? What do you reckon? Happy Christmas! Trying to hurry us up. Bad time to get the camera out. Well done, you guys. Happy Christmas! Better go back and get your hat, mate. Happy Christmas, mate. Happy Christmas, honey. Welcome home. You a bit tired, Santa? A little bit. Bit tired, mate? Must have preloaded. Happy Christmas, you two. Happy Christmas! You had a parrot. No. Hello, dude. Oh, that's great. Look at that. Happy Christmas, Santas! Woo! Happy Christmas, team. My drone. Hey, Lynn, how are you? Happy Christmas, guys. We're going to do a run through the bottle shop here. Grab a beer. Did you get a beer? Oh, right on. Did you get a free beer? Yeah, baby. Free beer. Right on. Free beers. Free beers. Free beers. Oh, good on you, Al. Thanks, mate. How did Emma go, mate?
Good, mate.
Yeah, she went all right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The result just needs the 8 tomorrow. So.
Yeah, that's right. Good stuff, mate. Excellent. See you. Have a good night. Thanks, Rob. See you, Darren. Catch ya. Good night, mate. Awesome. Right on. I'm Jack. See you, Craig. See you down the pub. It's alright, why not? I can't open my beer. Thanks, boys. Christmas, mate. Oh, how good's that beer?
Brilliant.
Bloody hell. It's worth the ride, wouldn't it? Ah, that's great, yeah. Yeah, I had a stack in there one day. Oh, did she? Oh, is that your little one? Yeah, lovely. Yeah, good on her. No, I was 48, I think, when I had the stack. I went over the handlebar. Did you wake up, Santa? Thanks, fellas, for looking after us. Oh no, this is the best part of the night, is the pub. Oh no. Muzo!
Oh, I knew I'd see you. Hello,
Mate,
Ryan.
you're on telly. You and Daniel,
Am I on YouTube?
you're on YouTube.
Perfect.
How are you, mate?
Good.
Righto, we're here at the Husky pub and we got Janet, she's gone. And we got Ellen and Zach and Bella hooking into a sausage. Good ride, eh?
Yeah.
Good fun? Awesome fun. Righto, get in there guys, go and have a drink. George, mate, get into it, son. Get into it. You will be tonight, mate, I'll tell you. You can't escape it now. Bit of a wet night home. Great fun, eh? Look at us. What a night, eh? So wet. About the wettest night we've had, and it's going to be a bit of a ride home with no headlights. Got no lights, and we live in the bush, so it could be a bit interesting in a minute once we get past the police station. You alright, Darren? Good stuff, let's ride home, eh? Now, that was the biggest lightning strike I've seen tonight, and it's over near our joint. So we're about to head into the bush over near where the mould is, and we live about 500 metres from it, so. You've got a light on? Alright, I'll just follow you. This one-handed bike riding is pretty ordinary. It's a police station, we'll sneak past here. I remember the night my Sam fell over here, right here, he fell over the handlebars, right in front of the cop shop. Here we go, into the abyss. Don't get too far ahead of me because I haven't got a light.